You know, year after year and side after side, I just keep seeing some of the most idiotic defenses of Xbox One, and how, it's like the greatest system of all time, and most of them are just stupid. And I mean really stupid. Are They're just obvious trolls. Because, evidence speaks for itself, especially when the installing time of the Xbox One's games are slower than the Wii's. Even if you disable that whole disable future updates things before you install your game, it's still going to slow. It's still not as fast as Wii's installer, or even we use Updater, which is just sad. And of course, and it's it's unbearably stupid. And these trolls, in my opinion, the reason why I'm making this video is they just need a healthy cup of shut the fuck up, because they're saying some of the most idiotic, dumbest things I've ever heard. I mean, oh no, the PlayStation fans only care about sales now. Well, guess what? So did you people when the Xbox 360 first came out. Guess what? The 360 was beating the PlayStation 3 by a mile on sales. And of course, they're just saying, well, we're selling more physical games than Sony is. And now it's coming out that Sony's selling more digital copies of those exact same games, which even doubles the physical copy library, which means Sony won that one too. And the worst is when this little idiot kid gets up there and literally says that he can get into his Xbox One and switch out the hard drive with no screwdrivers. Yeah, I'm well aware that they can merge hard drives together, the USB hard drives, but the problem with that is once you unhook that hard drive, yeah, you just killed your Xbox One. And just like the Wii U's little problem, you're going to have a hard drive on the side of your console, or, somewhere around your damn console. And the problem with these external hard drives is that, when the heat is being expelled out of the console, it does hit those hard drives, especially the little tiny ones that they're putting with their Xbox Ones, which unfortunately could melt the internal engines of your hard drive if you're not careful. Congratulations, morons. You're literally putting your hard drives on the, where, the heat is being distributed out. And I bet none of them are going to have collaborated on, how their hard drive is doing, because they had to go get another hard drive and then stick it somewhere else where the heat won't get to it. Yes, you can stick an extra long USB cord and put it somewhere where it could be cool, but they had to figure that out later, because I'm seeing those idiots put them like right on top of the fucking Xbox, and there it is, right out of the way. See, buy Xbox One, and of course they didn't explain what happened to their hard drives afterwards, like it melting. Because if any of you knew anything about external drives, those little USB 3-point hard drives are told not to be placed where heat vents are, because it could destroy them, or fry them. Congratulations, Xbox fans, you don't know math. And yes, they only have one USB port that's on the side, and of course all the rest are in the back. And yes, the PlayStation's got its problems too, like only two fucking USB ports. What the fuck, Sony? Seriously? I mean, yeah, they got that third one in the back for the camera, which is a special USB. It's crap. It's just crap. Sony should have thought this one through instead of just two USB ports in the front. But, you know, three, just flip off the top, unscrew one screw, and then four other screws, which makes it a total of five, and then switch your hard drive, put it back in. I mean, re-screw it, then put it back in, then screw it in the last one, and put the top back on. It's not really that hard. And then, just taking the USB stick and stick it in your computer and, uploading the latest software and then running it on your PS4, you're done. You're pretty much done. Yeah, Sony doesn't have USB extendable support, but, they kind of don't need it. But, and kind of do. But, with the ability to plug in USB sticks in there and saving your hard drive through those things is not too bad. Especially if you can get a USB hub. Because Sony doesn't know how to count. Seriously, Sony didn't know how to fucking count. I mean, the only person who actually put two USBs in the front and in the back were Nintendo's with their Wii U, but, those were 2.0, and Microsoft puts one on the side and two in the back, or I think three in the back. I don't know. I wasn't counting. I didn't give a shit. And, and Sony's only got two in the... It's like what one console did right, the other two did wrong. The Wii U and the Xbox One got their fucking hard drives fucking wrong. Sony did a pretty good job with it. And then you got where the Wii U got their USB placements right. But the other two consoles did that wrong. But yet the other two consoles have USB 3.0 and the Wii U don't. It's like, as I said, one console gets one important feature right, while the other two consoles get it completely fucking wrong. But it doesn't matter because A, Sony at least got all the right things right and made their interface fast and interactive, unlike the thousands of complaints that I'm hearing about people on fucking Xbox One, especially with the chat option. And sometimes I see it with two consoles and one console getting it wrong, and Microsoft got their entire chat system completely fucked up. I don't know how the fuck they did that one. Of course, two consoles got their triggers somewhat right. PlayStation 4 mostly. Xbox One is... I've dabbled with the Xbox One controller, and they're right. Those triggers pinch your fucking fingers on the Xbox One. Because, all you have to do is just go to the local Walmart and they'll have Xbox One demo controllers there. And, man, those triggers, like the giant fat ass triggers you're trying to push. At least they're not backwards like the PlayStation 3's triggers were. Which some morons still out there defend. Because, the PlayStation 3 was the greatest fucking console in the universe. No, it wasn't. It was a piece of garbage and everybody knew it. Mostly with its backwards trigger, smaller controller, and bizarre design that just left people confused. And of course, its architectural design that left developers confused. Pretty much everybody was confused with the PlayStation 3. And Microsoft, pushing these franchises that are going to be forgettable. Sunset Overdrive, it died because it went to the wrong people. I'm sorry, Naughty Dog, but you shouldn't have gone with Microsoft. You should have gone with EA or somebody else, but Microsoft was a bad choice. Sunset Overdrive was a great game, but it became forgettable mainly because it was on the Xbox One. That's the fucking truth, but everybody's gonna bitch about that, even though it's the fucking truth, or tap dance around it. And then Titanfall became forgettable because it's the exact same fucking game that Evolve later became. Yeah. In fact, they might as well just label Titanfall Destiny. Even though people are still playing Destiny. And then you got this whole bizarre, let's show these lists of why people are buying next-gen consoles. Graphics are the reason why people are buying PS4, which is just not entirely true. It's just that it's a better, well-built console. And it actually comes at a reasonable price. Third, Xbox One. I'll get back to that one later. And then you got the Wii U, which everyone says it's fun for the whole family. And they only asked like 800 people, which we all know collectively the console sold twice the amount of what uh, their numbers came up as. So we really don't know. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm agreeing with Broken Game HD on this one because he came with a video saying exactly what it is. I mean, it's just a small group of people that were asked a bunch of questions, and they all just said what the first thing that came out of every YouTuber's mouth. You know, well, those YouTube people think that graphics matter, so that's why I'm buying PlayStation 4. And they're all saying that Wii U is like for kids, so that's why I'm buying that Wii U, right? Right? Yeah. Oh, okay, I'm gonna go with that. But when it comes to the Xbox One, I think their number one reason, and the one that I think is actually true, was they said they bought it for brand loyalty, and of course people are defending it, even though these very same people are screaming at fucking Sony fanboys for their brand loyalty. So now they're like, oh, will we passive on the whole brand loyalty thing they're saying we're doing? But we're going to scream at these people for their brand loyalties, even the Nintendo people for their brand loyalties. It's not, being objective. Even the PC people are doing this, which is even more funnier. But they will not. Even the PC guys, even the fucking PC guys will not say that Xbox fanboys are buying those Xboxes because of brand loyalty. Why? Because their operating system is being run by fucking Microsoft. No. So, and that's going to be their thing. Like, well, the PC fanboys are saying we were buying it for brand loyalty. And it's like, yeah, because their operating system is Microsoft. No, no, no. You don't understand. Microsoft's not getting money off of those things. Yes, they fucking are, you dumbass idiots. They receive a little bit of I can't say it right now, but you know what I mean. As well as fucking Valve with their Steam program. Because Apple gets residuals on their fucking operating system as well. When those games are ported over to their system as well. Yeah, as hard to believe, there is gaming on Apple as well as Linux and Unix. Now, the Linux and Unix, since it's open port and on an open source area, they get to keep those residuals for themselves, which is why Steam is going for a more Unix-based operating system, or a Linux-based operating system, I mean, because they keep the residuals for themselves, and all the game companies can do that for themselves. The only reason why they go to Microsoft is Microsoft just flaps down money and says, put it on our systems, and we're going to take back all this money that you just took from us back when we start billing your ass. It's a perfect fucking scam because, developers are not very smart people, and they also develop by what they know, not by trying to learn something new. As an example, PlayStation 3's fucking original set of games were horrible. I'm not joking. Microsoft slaps down these large amounts of money and then gets that money back through the residuals of the games when when they're on their systems, because the companies have to pay those residuals back to Microsoft, which is the exact same content that Microsoft just bribed them with. God, people are stupid. Sony and Apple and all these other companies do the exact same thing, and yet the game developers let them because they're dumb. It's really Sony, the ones that can pay large amounts of money and then get the residuals back. But since Sony's PlayStation 4 is making so much money now, that game developers are actually getting twice the amount of money that they got than what Sony bribed them with. But yet moronic developers are going with Microsoft, who are just going to get those briberies back because of the residuals. But anyways, these gamers only buy Xbox One for one reason: brand loyalty. And then they end up saying the most obnoxious bullshit lies I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, they've got the interface of Windows 8, for fuck's sakes, which nobody fucking likes. And their installing time is slower than that of the fucking Wii U. The only thing they got is better graphics. Their fucking chat system is a complete fucking disaster, and none of them will admit it. They'll even just come up with a whole bunch of lies. Yeah, Nintendo has a bad chat system as well, but Microsoft is all over the fucking place because, they had to add Skype in there. And then there's the headset problem, especially when the Xbox One first came out. Because when the Xbox One first came out, only one headset worked with the Xbox One. And all these morons came out and said, I can get all these up there. Yeah, you had to snap the fucking thing off, your wire off, and then hotwire a fucking wire to it to get your headset to at least remotely work. And even then, it fucking was sounding like static and shit half the times. Sometimes it actually worked though. But you had to do more work to get your headset to become compatible with the Xbox One than you did with the PlayStation 4. Or even the Wii U, for fuck's sakes. But no. It's like, no, man, this interface, it works for me, man. No, it doesn't. It didn't even work for the PC people. That's why Microsoft's PC sales are down. Big time. And I love the whole chat window, the way it works. Last video I saw, somebody had to go on Skype on his PC to talk with his friends while on his Xbox One. Playing Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. He might as well just got Call of Duty Advanced Warfare for his fucking PC then. Because what was the fucking point? If he's going to end up communicating through even Google Chat and all that while playing Advanced Warfare with his buddies, so he can communicate with his buddies through, Google Chat, and even pro gamers are bitching and saying they can't use the damn thing, causing half of them all to just switch to fucking PC altogether. Because, why am I chatting through my Google Chat stuff, talking to my buddies on Advanced Warfare when we could just get Advanced Warfare for the PC and then just chat? While on the PlayStation 4, the chat system works pretty good. From what I understand, it works a hell of a lot better than it did on PlayStation 3 did. I can at least talk to my friends. All I have to do is just go on my friends list to see who's on and click party. There they are. Fucking. And you know what? I actually talk to them. I've had fucking long ass conversations with them. I don't know. Man, these fanboys, they're stupid.